Too many people carry around what they've done in their past that isn't necessarily needed to be carried along anymore. What you need to do is you need to drop it. You need to drop it right now. If you don't, you will never get ahead. You will never move on. My name is Nick Tabor. I'm a personal trainer, and I talk about this stuff because I've lived through it. I was thinking about something recently. I remembered there was this comic book that my mother-in-law had given me way back when I was a teenager. My wife and I started dating, and it had these really cool little Buddhist proverbs in it, and these little little one-strip comics that and one of them that really struck with me and really stuck in there was there's these two monks walking down the side of the river, and they come across halfway through, and there's this woman who is trying to cross. So one monk goes along, picks the woman up, helps her on the other side of the river. She says thank you. He walks back, dries himself off, and the two monks carry on. So the monk who didn't help looks over his buddy and says, hey, we're not supposed to touch women. We're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to have those interactions. What's the matter with you? And then the monk turns to his friend. He says, I stopped carrying her a while back there. Why are you still carrying her? And this is the thing. We constantly hold the baggage from our past. We hold that baggage and we tell ourselves, oh, it's okay. Oh, I had that back there. Back there, that was the problem. That was the thing. That's why I am the way I am. I did that. But you know what? It's not useful anymore. The same thing with those triumphs and those things that you did. It's like, the show Married with Children. Al Bundy, one of his greatest achievement ever was the fact that he scored 4 touchdowns in a single game in high school. You don't want to be like that, okay? I did this thing a few years ago where I was so happy and I was just having this pivotal achievement that I had a 3-pound tumor ripped out of my chest and it wasn't cancerous. And I was going through this tough, turbulent time of just maybe I might die. I might have a problem. I might never, ever, ever, do certain things again. But you know what? I was okay. And, I celebrated. I said, hey, this is awesome. This is great. And you know what? You got to move on. You get enough great things through your entire life. The things that are in the past back there, that, the bullying, the, whatever happened. Maybe you had a couple of relationships that were not your best. Or maybe you had something that didn't work out. Maybe you got fired from a job. Maybe you got a promotion many years ago. And you're like, oh, that's good. But you don't want that to be the pinnacle. You don't want to carry, like the monk, in, carrying the woman across there. Maybe it's something we weren't supposed to do. Maybe this is here. But why are you still carrying a burden? I'm not talking about burdens for a moment. We carry burdens in our past of things that we could have done or things that happened back then that we could not do. Maybe we couldn't do something right, or maybe we couldn't be that person, right? I remember one time I was at my day job at my office, and I am a manager there, and there was an issue, and they said somebody has been in the bathroom for quite a bit of time. Nick, we might need your help here. You might need to call somebody. So we jiggle the door, knock on the door, he's okay, and knock on the door, you okay? Then I force myself in, and the dude is slumped over, leaning up against the wall with a heroin needle in his arm. And I panicked. What am I gonna, oh my God, oh no. And I ran around the office looking for somebody to pick up the phone and call 911. At that given time, the associate behind me, when I had picked his cell phone up, dialed 911, I get back, gave a statement to the police. Of course, I'm out of breath. And I thought to myself, I screwed up. This dude could have died now. he wasn't out of it. He was just at a point where he was just sleeping and forgot the needle was on his arm. And, I'm sorry if there's a trigger or whatever, but, that's what happened. And this dude, ended up, we just smacked him in the face. He's like, oh, no. Cops were there, took him off to the hospital, and, he was gone. And I had that burden in the back of my head, and I had that burden in the back of my neck saying, what am I going to do? Why did this happen to me? What could have been, better? Fortunately, I had a chance later on to actually prove myself. Where I had to do CPR. I had to try to revive somebody who completely passed out. They didn't make it. But I still had that burden on my head for a while. What am I going to do? I should have done more. Here's the thing. That person who you are, and you probably had something similar in your life. Maybe you had something in your past that's weighing you down, or something that happened that's weighing you down. A bully, or a bully situation, a bad moment in your childhood. But you've got to understand, who you are right now is not that same person. That person would not have been able to handle a situation like that. But you got to ask yourself, could you, right now, being that person who you are, could you have handled that now? And if that's a yes, good. That guy couldn't do it, but now you can. That is growth. That's an awesome thing. That's the ability to step up. And you realize that there has been some growth in your life. You're going to do so much better. You're going to do that. Number one, look at your past, look at who you were then, and take solid stock of it. Who were you? How angry were you? Like, the bullied situations that I had in the past, or even going back 3 years ago when I had that almost cancer thing. Yeah, I was a mental wreck. I had a tumor in my chest. Yes, I had that thing, I had that problem. But could that person have handled that there was an issue with me that I could have done? No. I was freaking out wondering, okay, I had a tumor here. We kind of knew it was benign, but needed a doctor to say it was okay. So, yeah, my head was scrambled, but now I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. But that's not going to be the top thing in my life. We've got to be able to move forward. That person didn't do it, but you can. You can be better. Second thing you want to do is you've got to make a plan for bigger goals. This energy, this momentum that you have outside of an incident, when you think, yeah, I've grown, then you get that energy, you want to do great things. Awesome, yes. I want you to use that. I want you to take that energy, go do something, find what you love. Find what you love, do that great thing. Pick that up, push harder, do amazing things, and search for that opportunity to do something and serve the world. Be good. Number 3, now we talked about dropping that anchor, realizing who you are, do what you love, and do the great things. Take stock in a grateful journal and find your tribe. You have this grateful thing, and it sounds so corny, but I actually saw a friend of mine do this at my day job, and she's doing every day, she's writing a grateful things on her list and posting it on social media. Oh, this is great, this is why, this is awesome, and it's little things. It's not just explanations. It's like, 6 people smiled at me today. I had an awesome lunch. I gained some more clients. I turned over sales leads. I did everything I could, and it's really super inspiring. And I always thought that was the corniest thing in my life. I'm like, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, but I'm like, I do it myself, where I sit down at the edge of my bed at night and I'm laying, and I go down, and my head hits the pillow, and I'm laying there with the sheets open, laying my back, just going through the day, thinking about everything that I had. I have a wonderful, wonderful wife. I have a roof over my head. I have these cats that are amazing. My family is in good health. My job is good. My client base is growing. I was able to help many people this week. I was able to do wonderful, wonderful things. But you know, when you take stock of that gratefulness, you know what diminishes? That thing in the back, that back time. That was a thing that happened, and you know what? I've been bullied in my life too. That's why I have that climb in my journey upward. Every step you take up helps you go better, gets better, right? And what I want you to do is just look at that climb. Like, would you have traded all that helped you step up? Any of that? Because if you're proud of yourself the way you are, you're going to do amazing things. You're going to do great. I know it, right? So you got your 3 steps. Okay, now, don't carry the burden of the past anymore. Let's take care of it, all right? We got plenty of videos on this channel for you to choose from. And we're just a fitness channel, but we also talk about mental health, fitness, and wellness and things, and reducing anxiety, depression. Tell you my story. I hope you tell you yours. Go ahead and put any comments down below that you would love to. There's more videos here on this channel. Go ahead, check out one right here. You have a great day, and we go ahead and we climb.